All right, we're good.
All right, so one thing we're going to do is we're just going to clarify in our mind before we take off what we would do in an emergency, right? So if we're going down the runway, you don't like anything, the airspeed's not working, the oil pressure, temperature, vibration, anything. We pull the power back, we get off the runway, and we'll figure it out before we go.
Got it.
Right? If we first get airborne and something goes wrong, you don't like something, we got runway left, we'll put it back down. Off the departure end, if we lose the engine off the departure end, we're going to pitch the best glide, which I think is 80 in this airplane. And we're going to land straight ahead, just 10 or 15 degrees either side. Pitch the best glide, put it down on the softest, cheapest thing we could find, and then we'll call somebody to come pick up the airplane. All right, so yeah, best glide is 80 miles per hour. All right, so remember, the takeoff is always optional. You don't, once you throw the throttle in, we're not committed to that takeoff until there's no runway left.
Nice long runway, plenty of chance.
Yep.
Dutchess Towers is Cessna 35544, ready to go at 6.
Said 35544, Dutch Tower, runway 6 at Golf, clear for takeoff, same direction of flight.
We'll be staying in the pattern, clear for takeoff for 544.
This is the 544, Arch, make left to close traffic, report midfield down each time around.
Left closed traffic, report midfield for 544.
So we just verify he didn't make a mistake. There's nobody coming in. We're looking good. Approach path is clear. Then we look down the runway.
I don't know if I can see him.
That's not in the sun, right? Then we look down the runway, make sure there's no deer, no cars, no anything on there that might ruin our day. Tools on the ground now. So engine instruments are all in the green.
I have airspeed.
Airspeed's coming alive. A little more right rudder, hold that right rudder. There we go, good. Off we go. Lower the nose a little bit. Just catch a little bit of the horizon out there.
Not my straightest takeoff.
What's that?
Not my straightest takeoff, but
You did okay. Bring the nose down a little bit. Yep, there we go. Good. And we can kind of roll out on the city of Poughkeepsie. That'll keep us square. We're at 1200. We'll pitch over, and then the power can come back. We'll bring it right. Yeah, there we go. Good. Now the important thing is the airplane's flying straight and level, hands off. And we're looking for traffic. Nobody out here. We're looking good. And we're climbing slightly, so you got to lower the nose.
Five 444 is downwind for 6.
This is 544, Dutch Tower, runway 6, clear to the option.
Clear for the option for 544.
Nice, so good. We're coming up a beam. This is where the magic happens. Carburetor heat comes on, power comes back to 1,500, and you're going to hold the nose our level attitude so that we get down below the white arc. And we're good. Release the back pressure now. We'll just let the airplane come over. Good. Now we'll put in the first notch of flaps. 1,500 RPM. A little more power. 1,500. Power into 1,500. Power into 15. Now we got the first notch in. We're going to go out a little bit.
Okay.
All right. make a descending left turn. We want about 500 feet per minute in our descent, and we can make the turn now.
Okay, I guess I'm just doing a tighter turn.
You're doing good. About 500 feet per minute. About 1500 RPM. If we use the same standard every time, we'll be in the same place every. And we're checking, nobody coming in on final. We're looking good. It's a combination of pitch and power. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude.
Low right now.
Okay, so add a little power and lower the nose if you're feeling slow. You put in the next notch of flaps. This one we're going to land with just 2 notches of flaps, I think.
Okay.
We're coming in red, 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 white, which means we're on the lower side of the glide slope. And you're probably going to need power to get us there. Anything more than 500 feet per minute, we're going to sink below it. And from here, you got to kind of check the trim of the airplane. Just kind of release your hands off of it a little bit. Hey, she wants to take us to the runway. This is about the airspeed we want until we get closer.
So we're going to land at 80 because we're not in full flaps.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, 60, 70, oh, that's miles per hour. Right about where you are now is good. Just a little slower than 80.
Dutchess County Tower, helicopter 5027 Papa is 8.5 to the north. It's bound for landing with little power and 1,200 foot.
I was just trying to make
sure
I was
5027 Papa, Dutchess Tower, continuing by report 2 miles north. Traffic is a sudden remaining left closed traffic runway 6.
Now we're just going to fly down the runway. Look down the runway.
27 Papa.
Come down about 10 feet, not yet. Just let us get a little closer. Right about here, 10 feet. Level us off and wait. Or pulse, so we just hold it and we wait. Back pressure and we wait. Alright, I'll get rid of the flaps for us. They're coming on up. And they're up. Here we go.
We go again?
Yep. Okay, heels on the ground, no brakes, engine instruments in the green, airspeed's coming alive. And just bring the cowling to the horizon right there. Hold that on the way up. Just everything's outside the airplane. Cowling to the horizon. Now we could pitch up a lot more, climb out, but this is good for now.
A little bouncier than I'm used to.
Well, it is a little bouncy today. It looked a little benign, but yeah, I could kind of tell it was going to be a little.
Well, I got to learn it.
You got to, absolutely. Oh, that'll help a little bit, but no problem. I've done that before. Everybody has.
I wasn't prepared for the touch and go. I thought we were going to do it.
Oh, you guys always do full stops? I figure we get some more bang out of the buck doing the touch and goes. And the city of Poughkeepsie is always a good thing to kind of roll out on to keep you square to the runway. Right rudder, right aileron, we'll roll out. Power can come right back to the bottom of the green arc.
Incoming call from unknown.
And we'll make sure the airplane's trimmed straight and level. This is the getting ready for the landing phase. This is where you're kind of relaxed, just letting the airplane fly around the pattern.
High.
And now we'll kind of fly to the mall. You can see all the cars in the parking lot there, and that'll kind of keep us straight.
I'm looking out the runway on the side.
Good.
Tower, helicopter 275, we got, looks like downwind traffic sight. Helicopter 275, Roger, what's your destination on the field? We're going to the Jet Center hangar, I guess, DUP, something like that.
544 is downwind for 6.
Helicopter 27 Papa, remain north of runway 6 at all times. Traffic arriving runway 6. Proceed to the Jet Center ramp at your own risk. The winds are 020 at 10.
Repeat the numbers.
Okay,
we're going to wait for him.
All times, proceed to the Jet Center.
1500 is the power setting we're looking for. You're going to hold the nose up.
So the 544, runway 6, cleared for the option. Traffic is a helicopter inbound from the north to the Jet Center ramp. He will remain north of runway 6.
544 cleared for the option. Looking for that traffic.
Alright, first notch of flaps comes in, we're stable. And 1500 on the RPM, now put it back in 1500. And we want to set up about a 500 foot per minute descent. Okay. At 1500 RPM, things are looking good. You could turn now if you'd like, right? Route 9 is good. Start checking the approach path, making sure there's nobody flying in on us. We'll go next notch again.
Not better on the altitude.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good.
Power though.
Because I could feel the sink starting to come in. We're just coming in on the glide slope of red, red, white, white, so we're perfect where we are.
I'm adding power to keep it here.
Just to keep us here. You have to keep the descent at 500 feet per minute, and pitch is controlling airspeed.
Full flaps?
Yeah, we can go full. Good, you felt it, you realized we were going to start getting below the glide slope, we're going to hold it. We already start looking down the runway and back just to make certain there's nothing on the runway. And when we get to a point where you think you've got the runway made by pulling the power to idle, the airplane will still make the runway. And we're right about there now, so we'll slowly take the power out. As we do, we got to lower the nose to keep the airspeed where we want it, but this is perfect right here. Now just fly us down, don't do anything yet. Fly us down, fly us down, fly us down, and level us off a little bit and wait. Back pressure and wait. Just hold it, don't let go, just hold it, just hold it, just hold it. Ah, that was good. Carburetor heat, I'll get the flaps, you get the carb heat.
Carb heat?
And flaps are coming up. And they're up, here we go. Pull that right rudder, here we go, good. So again, we're using outside reference, our cowling versus the relationship with the horizon. That will be our indicator if we're pitched up good. If we can't see any horizon, that's not a good thing. We could just lower the nose, maybe just a tad. There we go. Got the Kingston VOR, that white thing out there. If you fly it out, it keeps you on the center line. So we look again. The Kingston VOR is that white little thing.
Tower, good afternoon, good speed 111, VOR 24.
There's a white thing sticking up there. If you fly
Continue report, Kingston traffic to the south and left coast traffic, runway 6.
Alright, we'll call you at Kingston, good speed 111. If it works out, we'd like to do the publish miss.
Right, we're 1200, so let's lower the nose first. And we'll make a turn to the left. Again, City of Poughkeepsie, we'll roll out on that. That keeps us square. Here we want the airplane trimmed straight and level here, because this is the part where we're preparing ourselves for the busy part. And if we're getting busy here, we'll be too stressed to do the end part. So
high, but
you could just release that, just kind of push over, just nudge it over a little bit. Coax it to come down. So again, we got the mall out there, the cars, we'll aim for that. Then you can pick up the runway, make sure we're not encroaching on it, we're holding our distance. Right back down to the altitude we want.
Somebody else in the patterns, I hear that, or?
There's a guy coming in on runway 24 on an instrument approach. He's not going to land, but...
Oh, he's just doing the practice, okay.
But we might be going head-to-head with him at some point. Okay, so now you're starting to lose that altitude, so you'll bring the nose up just a little bit. There we go, good, right there.
544 is downwind for 6.
This is the 544, just continue on downwind. turn base to intercept the 3 mile final for runway 6. Traffic is Pilatus opposite direction, runway 24.
Continuing downwind for a 3 mile base for 544.
Okay, so
How are you?
I want to bring the power out maybe to about below 2,000. We don't want to go out fast because then we just have to wait. Okay, so we're going to go out 3 miles. The runway's a mile, so if you kind of just plopped it over 3 times, it's almost out by the
river,
Hudson.
right?
Yep.
That's on the river or over the river?
I think it's just inside. I think it's the shoreline in somewhere close to there is about 3 miles.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't want to get low out here because we're going to hold 1,200 till we turn. In the event we lose an engine, the higher, more altitude you have, the more options you have.
Absolutely.
Good speed 111 is crossing Kingston now.
Good speed 111. Roger, continue inbound. Break off the approach prior to the threshold for runway 24. Report execute and miss.
All right, we'll break it off prior to the threshold. 24, call you on the miss. Good speed 111.
Don't have my altitude. Turn my leg now, or?
Yeah, we could turn. You just tell them we're turning our base now, just to let them know.
544 is turning base for 24, 546.
To the 544, Roger, continue.
And continue just means continue what we're doing. So we can
Okay.
let's get below the white arc. Bring it back out to 15 now.
What do you want me to do?
1,500.
Oh, okay.
We're going to start our descent here. And we could put in the first notch of flaps. Turn, yep. Bringing us around. It's hard when you're this far out. It's a different picture altogether.
Absolutely.
Good speed 111 is on the miss.
So we're now going head to head with the guy. He's missed. He's over the numbers at 24. He'll be climbing out.
Good speed 111, Roger, start your climbing right turn. Contact New York 132.75.
New York, good speed 111 still.
So he's there.
Oh, there he is, yep.
Alright, so now the airplane needs to be trimmed, flying itself to the ground without you doing more than just kind of guiding it down. Okay, so we are just a little on the low side, so we'll hold off on that next notch of flaps for a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe you said and drag and then trying to climb the airplane.
I was feeling high, but no, yeah, I'm looking at the lights
Yep,
now.
red, 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 and maybe the last one is...
It says the 544, runway 6, clear for the option.
Clear for the option for 544. Oh, over the lake, it's different.
Yeah, well, you probably get a, either
I can feel it
pull
drop.
down or, yep. Cold and it's dropping. When you're over on land, you still get a little bit of rise off of it. Good. And we're still there. We're red, 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 white, which we're on the lower part of the glide slope, but we're there.
I'm going to go to more
Yeah,
flat.
you can put the next notch in now, sure.
Notch.
And like you think every landing's the same, it's not. I mean, here we had to extend out, so why throw the flaps way the hell out there? We've got time to put them in on the way in. And once you let go of the yoke, let's see what the airplane wants to do. Trim the little two nose up right now. I want to just let her trim over just a little bit. We want this airplane to fly itself down to the runway. Trimmed, power set, same picture all the way down. Okay, so now we've gained the lights, right? So we take out just a little bit of power and we let it catch back up. You got more time than you think in terms of reacting.
A full flap.
And we're close enough now. Yeah, you can put the last notch in. Keep the number 6 right where it is now. Nose just came up a little bit.
On the rivets, yep.
Yeah, so just lower the nose slightly, good. As we get closer, take out 100 RPM. As we get closer, take out 100 RPM. As we got the runway made, you can take out all the power. Now just fly us down.
Okay.
Fly us down. Fly us down. About 10 feet, right about here. Just level us off and wait. Back pressure, back pressure, back pressure. Okay, good. And you actually, that was all you. Flaps are coming up, carburetor heat coming off. Hold right rudder, and here we go. Full power. Engine instruments in the green, airspeed's coming alive. Over pulling, release.
Well, I'm coming off much higher than I'm used to, so I'm not climbing as much.
There we go. What you need to do is be a little bit smoother because you're kind of pulling up. I know you want to get lower speed, but you're pulling up. Then you're getting too slow, then you got to lower the nose. So just kind of work your way up there, right? As opposed to pulling up and then having to let down.
I have to give it time to respond.
Yeah, these things, this lies to you by about 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
Well, I looked over and it was at 100. I'm like, that's not right. I gotta get
pull
more.
up and we went really high, and then if you waited, we would have bled off some more. Yeah, there's 1200 over the nose.
Tower truck 3 at the approach end of 24. I'd like to go out to the blast fence of 24. We'll be clear.
Okay, we'll bring the power back in the pattern.
Truck 3, excuse requested, hold short of runway 24 at all times.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to need to access 24 to get to it.
Truck 3, proceed on runway 24, advise new clear.
Clear on 24, will advise. And 3's clear.
Truck 3, roger, hold short of runway 24 at all times.
Hold short 24.
.4 is downwind for 6.
So the 544 tower, runway 6, clear for the option.
Clear for the option for 544.
Okay, you're below the white arc. Put the first notch in, get yourself set up. Again, we want 1500 RPM. We want the same visual picture, the same sound, same power setting, 500 feet. Because remember, if it's A square plus B square is going to equal C square, right?
Well, that
so
makes sense.
if we keep 1500, 500 feet per minute, we know the airspeed is going to be someplace where we like it.
I just feel better knowing what it was.
I know. I'm just taking you out of your comfort factor here a little bit.
All right, I'm low, so.
You put in just a little bit of power, and we could delay that second notch for a second or two if you think you're low. Oh, look at you, you got lucky. So we'll go with the next notch now. Okay, so we're definitely high.
We're high
good.
now, yeah.
Yep, so a little bit of power reduction. We don't yank it all out. We got plenty of time. We can take out a little bit now,
That was
a
actually
little
too
bit
much,
later.
yeah.
Yep. Now it's just going to be all outside reference. If the nose looks the same as before, the airplane feels the same as before.
Well, but better to go too fast than too slow.
You're definitely right. But I think you just take the nose up just a little bit. There we go, good.
So I'm adding power.
Good.
I'm not low, yeah.
We're a little low. Very good. Alright. Man, this is working out pretty darn good.
Driving in.
Okay, so we're going to slowly take the power out and lower the nose as you do. I'll just fly us down to the airspeed. You wouldn't look at it now anyway. You're going to fly us down to about 10 feet. Coming up right about now. Level us off. Hold us off, back pressure, back pressure, back pressure, back pressure, and wait. Back pressure and wait, back pressure and wait. Okay. Could have got a little more back pressure at the bottom to keep the nose off, but we're good. Here we go. And again, just use the cowling to the horizon versus the airspeed. So just bring the nose up to the horizon. The pull, she's ready to go. And a little bit higher. Right there, just use that reference. Okay, where we could just barely see a little bit of the horizon from the left and the right of the cowling. I'll let you use it now.
Oh, thank you.
And we're clear left.
That wasn't enough.
Hey, well, you popped us a little early. We should have got up to 1200, but that's okay. This part of the flight is where you get the airplane trimmed straight and level so you don't have to do a lot of work.
544 is downwind for 6.
This is the 544 tower, runway 6, clear for the option.
Clear for your option for 544.
And it's perfect. Balls on, going by. We're up, coming up port, the most important part, power, carburetor heat. Power to 15 exactly. We hold the nose up so we're below the white arc. That's it right there. Yep, level position. And below the white arc, first notch of flaps. And we let the nose come over a little bit just to set up 500 foot per minute. We're looking for any other traffic out here. We're good.
Dutch Tower 085 Whiskey Bravo is inbound on the practice field Alpha. 085 Whiskey Bravo, Dec4 Tower. Continuing my report, Kingston, and I understand you want to circle for runway 6?
Yeah, circle 6, we'll approach only. I'd like to do the publishment back to New York.
I'm high.
Okay, so
yeah, 085 Whiskey Bravo, do you want to do the missed approach, or do you want to circle for runway 6? So once you start the circle, there is no published missed approach.
Okay. Once we do the circle for low approach, back to New York for vectors for the ILS 6 then. Whiskey Bravo.
Roger.
Okay, so we're right where we want to be. And if we can shallow this descent a little bit, we'll stay there. 500 feet per minute should keep us on the red, red, white, white. And we're looking down the runway and back.
Tower truck 3 is clear of the approach end of 24 over at the upper rim.
Truck 3, roger.
Right where we need to be. You can take the power out, slowly reduce it out, lowering the nose as you do, and just fly us on down. Fly us on down. And right about here, whoop, right about here, we're going to level it off and we're just going to wait. Just going to wait. Hold it off and wait. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. I'm going to eat out just a little bit. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Just wait for it. There we go.
Yeah, I never went to full flaps.
Okay, well, that was good. And I don't think you took all the power out either. I think we had a little bit in. So you ready? Here we go. Carburetor heat comes off. And full power. And you need to lower the nose a little bit. There's a guy coming straight in. I want to be able to look out and see him. So keep flying to that white tower out there. That's
he was doing
a
a 6 approach.
He's doing 2-4.
Okay.
We're letting him do practice approaches opposite direction.
So the 544, start your left turn for downwind, please.
Starting a left turn for 544.
That's good. Don't overbank it. We're good. Shallow the bank a little bit. There we go. And we'll roll out here. A lot of right rudder when you roll out now. Right rudder, right aileron. We're going to fly this way for a minute and gain it. We're up on altitude. We're doing good. Then we can turn to the downwind. You bring the power back about 2,000 or so. Take out just a little bit more power. You got a little more in there than we normally have. Take out a little bit.
Take off power, give power.
Yeah, take out a little bit of power.
Take out power.
Yeah, there we go, good. So now we want the airplane flying straight and level, hands off.
We're good. Now we're descending, we shouldn't be. That. 544 is downwind for 6.
Kingston inbound.
Okay.
Cirrus 85 Whiskey Bravo. Start your right turn now for left traffic, runway 6, report established midfield, left downwind.
I thought our right turn now. 5 Whiskey Bravo, report left downwind, runway 6, 5 Whiskey Bravo.
544 is downwind for 6.
So it says the 544, tail runway 6, clear for the option.
Clear for the option for 544.
Cirrus 85 Whiskey Bravo, number 2, follow Cessna traffic on the downwind to base.
Okay, so we got to lose some altitude. So before we start turning, just lower the nose a little bit. Just lower the nose.
What do you say?
We're way high and you're turning base, so we need to lose some altitude.
I didn't come off of the power enough. That was my mistake.
Yep, and you didn't let her come over. So we'll make the turn now. We're out a little bit further than we normally are. Right, but if you just turned at stayed at 1200, we would have been on final really, really high.
We had to do a slip, which I'm not comfortable with slips yet.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. Or you do a go around. That's always the option too.
Cirrus 85 Whiskey Bravo, your Cessna traffic's now about a mile and a half final.
Yeah, we got him inside 5 Whiskey Bravo, thanks.
Yeah, so we're high. You can take some power out now. We'll bring out a couple hundred.
Oh.
All right. Just
that pitch was not right.
Okay.
Well, I should go to full flaps then. I'm trying.
Yeah, we're high. Yep. You can take it out.
We're way the hell high.
That's all right. And again, it's power. I wouldn't take it all out.
Cirrus 85 Whiskey Bravo, flying unaccepted final about 2 miles out.
I was thought now we're base the final 2 miles out, 5 Whiskey Bravo.
I want to try to anticipate. If you'd taken all the power out, you'd have been slamming it back in just a couple of seconds. So we just, and it's always the...
But I was looking, it was just so when it's coming down, coming down.
Yeah. Might want to start putting some back in, because we already caught the glide slope. There we go. We know that about 500 feet per minute will keep us on the glide slope.
Okay.
Oh, a little more.
Cirrus 85 Whiskey Bravo, make an S turn to the right and back again for spacing, please.
Roger, 5 Whiskey Bravo.
That means he's getting too close to us.
Yeah.
This would be a low approach only for 5 Whiskey Bravo.
5 Whiskey Bravo, Roger, I have traffic ahead of you.
I know, just give me a heads up.
Okay, power comes to idle, fly us down. Level us off right about here, and just hold it off and wait. Back pressure and wait. Okay. Oop. Okay, so we don't do anything, we just wait, we wait. Whoa, there we go, flaps coming up, full power.
85 Whiskey Bravo, go around. Right turn to the south. Traffic is a Cessna on the runway.
Yep, it wasn't landing, it was doing a low approach, 5 Whiskey Bravo.
5 Whiskey Bravo, Roger, start a right turn to the south.
Right turn to the south, 5 Whiskey Bravo.
There's 5 Whiskey Bravo, contact New York 132.75, resume navigation.
Roger. Oh, to New York,
No, we'll go back. And 544, we exited the runway. We didn't like what was going on behind us. We'd like to taxi back to the active.
544, roger, contact ground 121.8.
0.8.
Dutchess ground, this is Cessna 35544. I'd like to taxi back to the active.
Cessna 35544, Dutchess ground, runway 6 at hotel, taxi via Alpha Hotel.
Runway 6 at hotel, taxi via Alpha to hotel for 544. Hard to see.
It is. So just slow us up, because that'll help us just slow us up a lot more. We're coming up here. There's going to be a yellow line. We're going to follow that out on towards the
hotel, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just follow that yellow line. Good. Now we can see burning the sun. We'll go do one more. All right. So we're going to stop here. We're going to get the airplane configured. U set. Airplane set. We're going to stop right here. All right. So we're going to relax a little bit. We're going to get the airplane trimmed. We got the flaps are up, carburetor heat is off. We'll flip back over to the tower, and you'll tell them we are at, where the hell are Hotel 6 for closed traffic.
Dutchess Tower, this is Cessna 35544, ready to go at 6 at hotel. We're going to be doing left closed traffic.
This is the 544, runway 6 at hotel, cleared for takeoff, no delay, make left traffic, port midfield Downwind.
Clear for takeoff, no delay for 544.
So you're going to bring her right around here, and we don't want to really stop. You said no delay, so we'll just kind of bring her around, keep bringing her around. Here we go, bring in the power. And you're going to need copious amounts of right rudder, keep the airplane from going left. Engine instruments are in the green, airspeed's coming alive. And now just smoothly transition the nose right there and hold that for a while. Don't yank it up yet. I know we're going to be going fast here in a second, but this is the picture we want. Then you can transition up a little bit, but just use outside and don't pull any more than that. We're good right here.
Good speed 111, 2 miles.
Right aileron.
Good speed 111, Dutch Tower, runway 6, cleared for the option, report exiting the miss.
Clear for the option, call you on the miss. Good speed 111.
We're coming up on 1200. We're going to load, put the airplane level. Power comes back to right about there is good. Airplane's trimmed straight and level. We almost have to point into the sun here to hold the center line. We got traffic coming in over that lake out there.
I see it, yes.
Call the tower, give them a call.
544 is downwind for 6. We have traffic in sight.
This is 544, roger, number 2, follow Platus.
Number 2, following traffic for 544.
Right, so carburetor heat could come on, power could come back to about 1500. And we just kind of
Good speed 111 is on the miss.
slow level position. That's good.
Good speed 111. Roger. Contact New York 132.75.
3275, good speed 111. Next one, we're going to come in for a full stop and taxi back.
And now we're going to lower the nose. Set up our descent. We're going to relax a little bit. Just let the airplane come down. We gained a little altitude when you pulled up to slow us up. We pulled it up a little bit, so we'll go out a little bit.
Okay.
So we're still going to be high because we're at 1200 on the base. Let's take out another 100, 200 RPM, a little bit at a time. And we're checking, nobody coming, we're good.
120 flaps.
That's good.
We're high.
We're high, so take out a little bit of power again, just a little bit. Got plenty of time.
Nice view.
It is.
Go to full flaps.
We're still high. Good. And when you put in flaps, just lower the nose slightly. That's all. Just a slight.
I thought on the last flap's not supposed to.
Well, no, that's really more drag than the rest of them. So you got to kind of lower the nose to keep that airspeed where we want it. Airspeed's good where it is until we get closer. So and again, this is your airspeed indicator. If the nose comes up, we're going to be getting slow. If the 6 moves, up on the windscreen, that's our airspeed indicator. So we're right there, we're red, red, white. This is working out really well. Just keep the power right where it is. Keep flying us there. Flying us there. Alright, so if we're slow, you gotta lower the nose and add power. Alright, so we're coming up to a good one. You're gonna take the power out, just fly us down to about 10 feet. Level us off and wait. Back pressure and wait. Oh, you let go! You let go! Alright, we're gonna call it a night here.
I can't say that that was a good one to end on.
I'm rooting for you to pull back, and you didn't quite pull back enough, so. Across the whole line, all the way across. You call ground, tell them we are at Golf, taxi to the terminal.
Dutchess ground, this is Cessna 35544 at Golf, taxi to the terminal.
Cessna 35544, Dutchess ground, taxi to terminal via Alpha Foxtrot.
Alpha Foxtrot to the terminal for 544.
Okay, so the last one was as much a learning experience as anything, is that you didn't pull back, right? We just plopped it down on all three, and we needed the back pressure to let it to land on the main. So it was as much a learning experience as anything.
Happy Greg didn't see me do that.
Yeah.
I'll pull up to near the truck and then you'll...
Yeah, I'll push us back. You just kind of go, put us right in front of our tie down, and I'll push us back. No use messing around with the truck there.
Turboprop moved.
Yeah, it was in front, they moved it over to the side. You can slow us up. Don't taxi too fast. We're by this truck, so you're gonna pick it around, probably point towards that blue vehicle over there, and then I'll push us back from there. And then we're gonna do it'll be A in the 3M. So A is the avionics, comes off first.
Avionics.
Then the mixer.
Mixer
and
off.
Now the master and the mags.
Master switch.
mags and put the keys up here because I'm going to be pushing us back. All right, so the last one was probably more learning experience than I mean, you made 2 or 3 of those landings all by yourself. I was rooting for you. Not as much in the flare as we wanted, not as much on the mains, but they were acceptable. The last one, it was like you were there and you didn't do anything about it. You were right there. All you needed to do to make that last one a good one was just to do that. Just that much on the movement on the yoke that would have just brought it up and would have been the mains. So you're gaining at it.
Yeah.